There's so many magic items. Oh my gosh, so many. Welcome to RPGB.
Oh, that was it.
Oh my god, Kevin. Oh my god. You know what? Keep going. Screw this guy.
I was literally looking at like...
Stop it. You go ahead.
We're going to talk about treasure and magic items and the 2024 DMG here on Roleplay Gab Bag.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Also, Dungeons & Dragons. Also, Kevin is here. All right, so let's talk about treasure and magic items, all right? I'm going to start with this one because I just want to say there's a lot of handouts in this book, right? And some of them I think are great. I think that my favorite probably is the magic item worksheet or whatever.
Tracking sheet,
because it breaks down by level how many magic items your theoretical average character is supposed to have at each level, which makes it so much easier because I always struggled really hard with like, well, I don't know if I give them a Vorpal sword at level 3, is that gonna, so I think I commend them on that. I think that they've added some new magic items. There's a lot of, regular ones that we're used to, you know what I mean? You got your flame tongues and your...
flame tongue's like more now, right? Sorry, I'm interrupting.
More flame tongue?
No, like it doesn't. Like they've expanded flame tongue where now you can have it on like different items. And
yeah, I do think they've done that for quite a few of the items. They wanted to give people the fantasy they dream. So if you want
plug and play
a spear that lights on fire, you get the worm tongue, right? Which I think is great. I think that overall I think it's great. I think that the system they have for the treasure tracking is good, but however, I do think that the list of magic items has been made useless in a lot of cases. Not completely useless. Sorry, not the list of magic items, but the table. The table.
I like the roll.
Because they combined consumables with permanent magic items. So if you want your player to have just a consumable, you're gonna have to roll like 5-6 times maybe.
I felt like I did that anyway in like 5e. Like I hated the tables because they never was like, it was like you would roll and you would always get magic items that I don't know. It didn't seem like it benefited the story.
Well, it's a random table, right? That's what it's meant to be. And so there is that expectation that theoretically, if you're really rolling on the random table and consumables and permanents are all in the same list, that you have to be okay with the disappointment of, and you find oil of slipperness.
But I'm saying I feel like they were the same way in the 5e tables.
But I think what Mo is also reacting to is they did a lot of work on treasure themes.
Yeah.
They created multiple tables to try and make it a lot more helpful.
Yeah.
So I think you probably were flipping through it going, oh, this is great. Yeah. Oh, way better than before. Amazing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Yeah.
So I understand. I get what you're saying.
So take it away, Sean. How do you feel about the treasure and
the treasure tracking sheet, the magic item tracking sheet. Yeah. I run games for children. All of those, no. Also, well, yes, but also literal children. And a lot of them will buy the books and they will not, because they don't know that metagaming's not a thing you should be doing. So a monster will show up and they'll be like, is it this monster? You have to tell me, is it this monster? I'm going to go get my book and look up the stats. And you explain why not to.
Yeah.
If they found out that they were somehow owed very rare magic items as early as level 5, I would not hear the end of it. They already want to go shopping more than the average adult. I do not want them to know the list of magic items, never mind how many that they should, quote unquote, have. So as always, I will do what I have always done with treasure. I will come up with specific items to give that will generally be fun and exciting or goofy. And I'll make sure that the marshals have magic weapons. Everything else is up for grabs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm similar. I feel like my train of thought just went completely out the window. But I do feel like I've never been like a fan of tables for magic items. I like to... I feel like it comes from being a player where you have like a group and you get a magic item that nobody can use because they rolled it on a table, and then you're like, well, I could sell it, but I mean, it's great. You get some money for it, but it doesn't have any like... there's no excitement. You're like, oh, open the treasure chest and we just killed this dragon and everything's amazing. And you open it up and you're just like, yeah, okay. There's that.
3 potions in a rope.
And it's a rope of climbing, which Mo loves.
I don't like the spell rope treasure. I think it's stupid.
But I'm just saying, like, I feel like, to me, I like to craft even like make up, my own magic items for like my campaigns to give, to gift to players. There's also like, you got something good last adventure, so this time you're just going to get the generic, like I am going to roll for like trash, but I see tables as like trash magic item loot.
Well, hold
That's
on
how I
now.
see it.
Hold on
And you
now.
might get something good. You might get some scrolls or
I just want to make
potions.
one point is a lot of this is better served as inspiration and in prep rather than a live rolling on the table to find. And you just defeated a fire giant and you get 3 gold pieces or whatever, or a figure of an elephant.
Sure.
But I feel like if I prep it, I'm going to prep the magic items that I want them to have.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
The one that I feel like, I'll make my own table of stuff that they can randomly get instead of like going through these tables. But if it's something on the fly, like they went off this way and they ended up finding something and I just was like, okay, there's a treasure chest in there and you picked it and you got past the traps and whatever, let's find out what's in it. That's what I use tables.
So interestingly, Kevin has persuaded me to go against what he just said.
Wait, what?
Complete opposite of what you were saying. I just realized while you were talking that there is a game that our buddy John Wayne Constance ran, where he used tables a lot.
Yes.
And for magic items in particular. And because it was only 2 players in the party, he was like, well, they're not going to be overpowered. They're always underpowered. So he would kind of just give us a lot of magic items, but he made no guarantees that they'd be useful.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of intrigue, I would say, when you and I would like go and start rolling, and we knew there was a chance to get something better than he had planned.
Right.
Or worse than he had planned. So that is one time when I really liked it. So it might just be a DM thing as well, that they figure out when to use it.
Yeah, and I think depending on your players, like it's kind of fun for it to be swingy like that, where it is like, oh, you just got a flame tongue, and now you're getting a second flame tongue, or whatever, you know what I mean? And then this guy gets 7
platinum
napkins.
Napkins. Magic napkins? No, stained napkins.
Yeah. Oh, I will say, I haven't looked at every single magic item. There should be a section just as big with cursed items.
Yeah.
100%. There be evil wizards everywhere. Constantly.
Hey, watch out for the evil wizards.
Yeah, some are pirates.
Yeah.
But legitimately, this book, I think, would be improved a lot by having all of those fun, exciting tricks that we experience through gameplay, but having a way for you to kind of toss it in and almost like, oh, the players are aware there's a bunch of cursed magic items.
Yeah.
Maybe that is a thing people in our world, whatever world you choose to play in.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something that will add to their excitement of, we have to identify this.
I got this really sweet sword. Is it going to eat my brain?
So do you want a table that's literally like a D20 and all 20 are cursed items?
I want there to be 30 pages of cursed items, and you can make a table for that, sure.
But just for cursed, like you're like, they're whatever they roll, it's going to be cursed. Or do you want the cursed item mixed into the
You and your party have managed to defeat 100 necromancers. Everything there is totally chill and fine, I bet. That is what we're missing.
Yeah.
We need a bunch of that stuff. There's got to be some more parasites. I want the venom symbiote thrown in there.
Oh my god.
Where are my rules?
Yeah.
Where are my rules?
So wrapping this up, I think that overall we'd say that the magic items and treasures are handled okay, except for our cursed items, and our mixed feelings about the random tables. I think that, I think the real winner for me is just that tracking sheet, because I think that makes it so easy for new DMs, because that was one of those mind-boggling parts of when I first started prepping, was like, there's all these magic and items, but like, I don't know when to give what and what's too powerful and what's not powerful enough. And it's like, so what do you think about magic treasure and items, magic ones or cursed ones?
Tell us your favorites from your own campaigns in the comments and what you think of these sheets.
Yeah.
Do you think the art is good, or do you want to make your own art and put it in the comments?
The art in this book is pretty good.
Yeah, I do. I like the expanded list.
All right. May the wind walk wherever you travel. RPGB TV.